And there's little tips like that. So maybe you get a gym membership, the cheapest possible one, and you shower at the gym in the mornings. So then that way you're not paying extra water rates. Like, there's so many little tips, and every single penny, it's like an immigrant mindset, right? And every single penny that you save is 100% profit. And 100% profit can go back into whatever you want to put it into. You know, you're saving that money as a whole. You get paid a pay rise, 25, 30% of that's going to be chopped off immediately. Think about it, guys. Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the less you spend, okay? So the less you spend is actually somewhat more important than the more you earn. Now, if you scale this up and you say a guy who earns $2,000 per month and a guy who earns $30,000 per month, who's more important? You know, which is the better scenario, sorry. Well, you know, $30,000 a month is a little bit more extreme. You're going to be able to do more with it. So usually the guy who earns more can be more successful. But here's where there's some caveats to that. Number one, if you've got a guy who is a banker who's earning $200,000 per year, then you think, okay, fair enough, this guy's earning a lot of money. You've got a guy who's earning $40,000 per year. You know, the guy who's earning $200,000 per year is logically going to be more successful because he can invest more money. He's probably going to have a better life. However, after tax, that guy is earning about $130,000 per year. The other guy's earning like $28,000, $30,000, okay? If the guy on the right, the guy who's earning $200,000 per year, spends all his fucking money on going out, women, cars, all this stuff that isn't going to return him money, he's just spending like crazy. Yeah, his life is going to be better, it's going to be more enjoyable. But the guy who is on the left, if he's saving like crazy, if he's barely spending, and at the end of the day, this guy has about $5,000 left at the end of the year, and this guy has $15,000 at the end of the year left, then the guy on the left who earns less is actually richer. You know, he can do more with his money, okay? Well, that's basic. Like, everybody should know that. Everybody thinks that you need to earn more to become successful. It actually comes from the less you spend. The less you spend is so important, and I'll explain why here. This is going to blow your mind, okay? Let's say you're at a job, and your boss comes up to you and says, hey, Chris, going to give you £100 pay rise, okay? £100 per month pay rise, 1,200 extra per year, but £100 pay rise, all right? Yep, I'll shake your hand. Thanks, boss. After tax at the end, when you get paid, that's going to be likely £68, £70, okay? So you're going to have money taken off immediately. So you're down to 70 quid from your pay rise. So it's not actually 100 quid. Now, another scenario. Let's say your boss doesn't come up to you. So Chris is sat there, normal wage, and I'm not getting a pay rise. And I'm thinking, okay, how do I make an extra £100? Well, I look at my finances, I look at all my bills, and I go, hey, I'm spending £105 a month on an iPhone. Why the fuck am I doing that? So, you know, contract runs out. I change that to SIM only. Cost me £5 per month. I'm now saving £100. Okay? So both scenarios are the same. You're getting paid £100 more from a job. You're saving £100 more from, you know, sorting your bills out, so to speak. Well, that one you get taxed on. That's going to drop down to £68. That one is 100% profit. And this is why the less you spend and the more you can tail those bills in, the more money you will have, because you're making the most of the money that you're earning. So like I said, the guy who's earning $200,000 a year, if he's just spending it like a lunatic, it's not effective. If you're earning $25,000, $30,000 per year, but you're saving every penny humanly possible, and you walk away at the end of the year with 15,000 saved or 12,000 saved, you know, 1,000 a month, not impossible to do, actually quite easy if you know how to do it, then you think that's 12,000 that you have to put into something. Just to put that into perspective, the supplement company that I'm starting, 5,450 quid to get everything underway. The clothing company that I'm starting, roughly 3,000 in total to get everything underway. So like what, 8,500? That 12,000 that you would have saved from the scenario I just gave could allow you to start a supplement company and a clothing company. Now, could you go and do that? Yeah, of course you could. Now, I've built the audience to go with it, so when the two come together, you know, you have a market available. Like, everything is attention. That's what you want to get. You want to get attention on your shit. That's why I don't advertise on YouTube. I want more attention. I want less ads so that people are glued to the content, the video, they subscribe, it builds attention, right? So that when you do go, hey, there's a streaming platform and it's only £3 a month, maybe 1 million men can see this, maybe 15,000 sign up, 45,000 a month. You see how it works, right, guys? It's attention, it's eyeballs. That's what you want. You want the visuals, the optics. But back on the point, it's the less you spend. So you can get, like it gets to a point, obviously, right? There's a barometer. If it gets to a point where your boss is like, okay, I'm going to give you 10,000 extra per month, it's hard to save 10,000 extra per month. But those scenarios barely happen. Every pay rise is like an extra 5,000 per year, which is like what? An extra 300-400 a month after tax, like 280. Easily you can look at your bills and be like, okay, that and that, don't need it. Well, that's £300. So you've actually saved 20 quid more. If you can combine the two, if you can get a pay rise and, you can save your money, then you're looking at like 600, right? But so many guys don't realize that every penny you save is 100% profit. It's tax free. If you don't go and spend on those 3 beers with the boys, that's £15 tax free that you're saving. That's 100% profit. Whereas if you go and earn £15 more, you're only going to get paid like £11 out of that. So in the early days, when people are saying, I've got no money, how do I make it in life? How do I succeed? How do I put this money to good use? Like, what? You've got to save more. You just got to save as much as possible. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but it could be the difference between what I did in the early days. I bought Mass Gainer and porridge, like in bulk, because I knew that if I had no money, I could easily just eat that 3-4 times a day. Not the healthiest, but guess what? It works. And there's little tips like that. So maybe you get a gym membership, the cheapest possible one, and you shower at the gym in the mornings. So then that way you're not paying extra water rates. Like, there's so many little tips. And every single penny, it's like an immigrant mindset, right? And every single penny that you save is 100% profit. And 100% profit can go back into whatever you want to put it into. You're saving that money as a whole. You get paid a pay rise, 25-30% of that's going to be chopped off immediately. Think about it, guys.